Hi guys, back with a plan with me in my medium passion planner for the second week of March, which is getting into spring. It felt like spring outside this morning, even though it was really, really cold when I went out. So I'm using a new kit this week. It is a weekly passion planner kit from Your World of Colour. These are relatively new. I think there's only 4, maybe 5 designs at the minute, and I had a little bit of a play with one in my sort of sticker therapy planner, and I really like this pattern for kind of that start of spring feel, and I really like the green in it as well. So I've got the 3-sheet kit. I've also got, just in case, some extra boxes. These are specifically designed to fit within the timeline of the passion planner. So all very exciting that you can now get these things in the UK. Not everybody will understand that. I also have some other stickers that I'll use along the way, and yeah, we'll just kind of see what happens as always. So I'm going to flip my planner upside down, as I quite often do, to start with the larger stickers. So it suddenly feels like spring all of a sudden, which is a very bizarre feeling. We've kind of had weeks of very cold weather, then weeks of continual rain, and now we're back to very cold weather, but it's all sunny and lovely outside. So yeah, it's a change, and it's a very much needed change at the moment. I think most of us are starting to reach the point of madness with lockdown. So hopefully soon it will all come to an end. So these sorts of stickers I have seen in quite a lot of kits for the Passion Planner. And they are sometimes a bit of a challenge to get stuck down, I will be honest. And yes, I know I've got the lines over here. So why have I put it over there? I like to have my list on this page quite often, if I have the option, because then you can flick through, and it also means that, you know, as this bulks up, it's easier to write and things. If you're looking to extend your to-do list space, this is a really nice way to do it. And you can, if I can find the sheet, there we go, quite often use like timeline cover strips as header covers and things. So I've done that before where I've doubled up my space, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to do the other cover. That's the one I wanted. The advantage of using this over here as well is that sometimes, depending on the design, you do faintly see the lines, so it just gives you a bit more guidance if you're writing things. I am probably going to cover this in stickers, to be perfectly honest, just to make life a bit easier when it comes to actually doing things. So I'm going to fold this one back again, and yeah. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen quite a few of my daily spreads, Passion Planner Daily, use Your World of Colour kits, and they are a really nice variety of stickers to use within a daily spread, to give you lots of options. I find I quite often don't use all of them. Oh, I have messed that up royally. Oh, what am I going to go for to fix this? I think I'm just going to have to trim down the middle, and then I will worry about it afterwards. That's better. There we go. Yeah, so I use a lot of the daily kits because I think they're a really good mix of stickers that give you a huge amount of variety. So yeah, if you do what I do and you've kind of messed up, I do find quite often just kind of forcing and curling the page a little bit helps straighten it out, but it will get there in a moment once I've done my day covers if I can actually get them off the page. So I did film a plan with me video for last week, but I didn't realise till the end that my video had cut out and I'd got about 3 seconds, and then just I talked and I planned and I talked as I went, but apparently it wasn't recorded, so that was a bit of a, I won't say waste of time because I still planned the week, but it was kind of a bit like I was frustrated with myself, I think it's fair to say. But I was saying that like this week onwards we're kind of getting to all those it's been 1 year since kind of dates. So I think it's Thursday this week marks 1 year since the pandemic was declared by the World Health Organization, and then very quickly after that we get into 1 year since I stopped working in the office, 1 year since we did this, 1 year since we did that, which is a bit odd really, in terms of like how we feel about things. It's strange, I know we've all found it a bit tough, but there you go, it is what it is. So I'm kind of debating how I might mark that, because I do think those things are important to mark in your planner for when you look back at things. And the only reason I kind of know this is because I was looking back through last year's planner the other day, just for kind of, you know, sometimes it's nice to look through and look back at old spreads and doing the way you did certain things, just kind of refresh ideas really. So that's where it came from, and it was like, oh my goodness, it's been a year since we've done this and a year since we've done that, and that's quite scary really. But hey, I won't be in complete total lockdown for my birthday this year. We will just be a bit limited on what we can do, so let's hope for good weather. And we'll see what happens. Oh, okay. This is unusual that I get that these stickers are like this. I will get it off. So I do like the fact that you kind of get a little cover for this, because if you've got the undated weekly, you do get a box to mark in which week it is, which I never use, so I like the idea of having this up here. So this does come with timeline covers. I'm not going to use them because, as we know, I tend to use my timelines. So first thing, as usual, I am going to mark out my work week. Oh, clearly I got one that was at the end of the blade, because this is unusual. Okay, work hours. So 7:30 to 3:30. Marking it down the outside edge, as I quite often do. Just kind of help square that off. And, you know, I know this is really, it doesn't change at the moment, does it? Maybe soon I'll be able to do a spread that features some unusual and new and different things, other than the same thing over and over again. No, I think we all understand why. So, partly why I was so annoyed last week, because I had other things to put in my spread and I was excited, and then it didn't happen. But anyway, there we go. Right, that's the first half of the week. Then it's the same on Thursday and Friday, unsurprisingly. That in there. That bit, come on, there we go. And then come on, there Right. Friday is the same. In there. So those are my work hours for the week. Is that wide enough? Just about. I'm not a fan of wasting half bits if I can help it, so I have started using the leftover bits to kind of cover up the bit of the weekend, because I'm not awake that early by choice on the weekend. If I am, it's due to the cat usually. So then this is the exciting bit where you see what I mean about the stickers, and yes, I'm aware it's quite sad that I'm getting this excited, but it's a novelty. So these stickers fit within the timeline. It is the small things, okay? It is the small things. I have been using Passion Planner since 2016, and the only time I've been able to get stickers that fit within the timelines is when I've paid exorbitant amounts to get them from America. So, very happy that I can now get them in the UK. So, I'm using them for work at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4... and then 5. Oh no, that matches. I don't want a colour block. Kind of actively avoiding colour blocking if I can. There we go, that's better. I'll put that in there. And then on this sheet we have ones that are a bit wider. So I'm going to go with dark green for shopping. So yeah, 2.5 hours, which is a good time. So I'm kind of hoping maybe we'll get a whole range of time slots at some point, but that's wishful thinking at the minute. I'm going to use one of the slightly different colours off of here for guides and brownies, just to make it stand out a little bit more. I think so. That pink's quite in keeping actually. Or am I? I'm not. I'm gonna match, because clearly my brain doesn't like the idea of not matching. So it's marking an hour. At the moment it kind of goes a bit longer, which I am gonna mark. It's kind of going back to sort of the more hour-and-a-half traditional lengths of time. Oh my goodness me, what have I thrown on the floor? I'll work it out later. Yeah, so it's guide and brownie meetings have kind of gone back to an hour-and-a-half time, which is fine. You know, we've taken another. We're meeting with another unit now, so it was just the guys and the brownies meeting together, and another unit in our district wasn't really doing much online. They're finding a bit of a challenge, so they're now doing stuff with us as well, which is it's really quite nice. Right. Do I want to use these for Mealtimes is the next question. These are a little bit wider, so I may not. I think I will just go with pen for this. So I've dug out my Faber-Castell felt tips and tried to match colours. And that already looks totally different to what it did when I tested it earlier. Which makes me want to change it now. So, you get yourself all prepared and then you change your mind, and this is just me, isn't it? Is that any different? that is not really any different. Maybe it's just the light, because I'm sure that's a bit redder in real life. Okay, we're going to stick with it now, and I've done that far earlier than I intended, but never mind. We'll just go with it. So, Mealtimes haven't really changed. They are still the same sort of time. And it's quite nice. We had a bit of a rearrange in the house a few weeks ago. So me and my husband, we work together. So we've both been working from home for a long time. And when the temperatures got really low the other week, we had to rearrange a few things so that he wasn't working in the kitchen because it was just so cold and we couldn't warm it up at all. So we rearranged things, so he's now working upstairs, but that means that he hardly ever comes downstairs now, so I don't actually see that much of him during the day, which is really quite odd, when he's literally been around all the time. Even though we're in the same house, we're kind of far more separate, so actually sitting down in the evenings is a little bit more like what it used to be, which is kind of nice, I suppose. It's also a bit weird at the same time because we're in the same house. So logically we would see each other during the day. But that's fine. So that is that's the meal times for the week. I have covered up the times, but I'm okay with that because this is just slightly ingrained now. Then I have got some tracking stickers. So I picked out a few. This green is probably a bit more vibrant than I was anticipating. Would that work better? I think it would. Okay, I'm going to have a little bit of a change up. And use this sort of slightly paler tealy colour in here, just for tracking purposes, and then have, come on, normally peel better than that, a little habit tracker as well next to it, which I may go around with a fine liner at some point. I may not. Okay. What I am going to do with these though is, if I can identify colours that I like for this, I am going to use these to mark out my AM and PM routines, because they are the perfect size. So, evening routine is in here. And this is just another way of kind of outlining that time in there, and just shows you how good they are at filling in this time slot. I was very excited by these when I was trying them out for the first time. I think I made noises as I was doing it, and my husband had to come and check that I was okay. I think that's how it went. So that's my evening routine, and then morning routine, I'm going to go with slightly paler. So I'll go with a couple of those. These again, because they seem like a good colour. Slightly red. One of those, why not? And then I'm just going to pop these right at the top, I think. Like that. For work days, there we go. Weekends vary a bit more, so that's probably more realistically there. I have taken to having a lie-in watching RuPaul's Drag Race US in bed before I get up on a Saturday morning as like my little time to regroup and ignore the world for a little bit. So that's in there, that's in there, and that's in there. So that is the structure of the week. I am going to use this darker green just to kind of line off my work hours. I'll just make it a bit more defined away from everything else. And across the top, for continuity, symmetry. I don't know what the right word is. Something. So yeah, that is that, I think. I'm just having to think about the rest of the week and just looking back at what I have left over from the kits before I decide whether I need to put more things down or, you know, because I'm so good at changing my mind, basically. I'm going to put this up here for a header so I can fill it in. So that is the good bits. And then I think I will do one on here so I can go back in and add let's do that, it's easier. Gratitude prompts for the week still. Oh, that is much. Okay, I don't know if I can do this carefully. Can do this carefully. Look at that. There we go. So those are the gratitude prompts for the week, which I have not written across yet. In fact, my gratitude spread for the month is still quite blank. That's my next challenge, is to do a bit of catch up. I've been putting it in my daily and not anywhere else. So work days, did I have stickers? I don't know. Probably not. So these are my work hours. That is the weekly shop. That is guides and brownies. I need to look a little bit more at my work calendar, my Google Calendar, before I fill in this section for the week of specific tasks that I need to do, because I didn't do that before I started filming, which is very disorganised of me. Will these fit in there? They might do. Yes, they will. So I'm going to put one of these in here for my focus for the week, which I think is, what did I decide on? I'll work this out. I did work this out. Yes. To try not to migrate tasks too often. So do the task, don't migrate it. So I think last week I got to Wednesday and every single task list was exactly the same. So Monday I'd pretty much just migrated to Tuesday. There were probably one or two things off, and then the same again from Tuesday to Wednesday. And I look back at Wednesday and was just like, this is ridiculous, like you need to stop this. So I've done okay the rest of the week, but I'm gonna mark it as my focus, so so that I can focus on not doing the same thing again. That made sense in my head. I don't think that made sense coming out loud, but there we go. So that is my structure for the week. Using these new style kits from Your World of Colour, which I really, really like. I do like a lot, mainly because I'm excited I can get things that specifically fit the Passion Planner within the UK now. So I will leave a link to the shop in the description box. If you head over to follow them on Instagram or try and find them on Facebook, there are PR discount codes. I cannot remember what any of them are right now, that will give you 10% off stickers in the shop. I will also link Hummingbird Planner, which is where I got the extra stickers from, and my Passion Planner referral code as well, if you want to try out Passion Planner or Passion Planner Daily. I am still working on some of my UK PashFam videos. I've just been waiting for things to arrive before I can finish those off. But yeah, I really like this. This feels like spring is finally coming into my planner a little bit more. So yeah. Anyway, have a good week, guys. And until the next video, happy planning.